Don't do it! I have the high ground! Don't underestimate my power. Welcome everybody, I'm RJ of The Nerdy Brew, and here on this channel we talk TV, movies, and everything in between, all while drinking a cup of coffee. Now, if you like one of those things or all of those things, why don't you consider like, subscribing, and hit that notification bell and becoming a fellow Brewster. So today, fellow Brewsters, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for stopping by, having this cup of coffee with me, and I hope all is well with you. I'm not going to make this big, deep kind of situation. We're just going to sit back, chill, have this coffee with one another, and watch some Star Wars in honor of May the 4th. That happened 2 days ago. Today is May the 5th. Cinco de Mayo. Andale, mama, ia. Uh-oh, okay. I don't even think that's one and the same, but shout out to Nelly and his beautiful wife and baby and all of that. Cinco de Mayo as well, but it's Revenge of the 5th. And in honor of Revenge of the 5th, we're going to watch this. It's a Clone Wars Battle of the Heroes in the style of the Clone Wars of the show. I love Star Wars. We'll have our discussion after about the current state of Star Wars if you care to stay. But we're going to get into this reaction right now. Thank you for letting me have this introduction. I appreciate you. YouTube be like, cut it short. Get it in there. We'll just watch this. Hello there. Oh my God. You know how much I would love this as seeing it in the show? Like, you know, as an epilogue or just like a special episode, but we got this. So I appreciate the production team and hello there for that right now. That's pretty dope. Good gracious, the animation is spot on.
You can't take responsibility for Ahsoka's decision, Anakin.
Shout out to the voice work.
I turned into a major disappointment.
AI or not,
It's not
fire.
the same. It's precisely the same. You took me under your wing and practically raised me. I'm your Padawan, just like Ahsoka was mine. How well would you sleep knowing I failed you?
I'm not gonna lie.
Luckily, that isn't true.
I would love. I love that he tied her departure. Because it's not really talked about further on about his departure with Ahsoka. And that was like heavy on his heart, or it's like another blow of him not to trust anybody or dealing. Say,
If you're not with me,
then you're my enemy.
then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will try. Yo, getting the accuracy of the choreography is nasty work. Oh, I mean, I should know it. I just love seeing it in Clone Wars style. And then it's like at this time, they were like at the peak of their powers. Well, Anakin wasn't there yet, but he was very skilled and powerful. This is nasty. And he blocked it. Man, how you gonna fight somebody you train? So, but you know what? They had two different styles. There's 7 of it, by the way. Remind me in the comments, Anakin was what, 2 or 3? I know for a fact Obi-Wan was 4.
It doesn't have to end like this, Anakin.
The Empire will thrive under my rule, but you won't feel like to see it.
That's crazy. I don't think he said that in the movie though. Ah! My neck, my back, my neck and my back. And it's crazy, it's like this fight was so climactic because it was so much at stake. And like everything of like brotherhood, family, you know, ideologies all came to a head right here. And then they blow back. Yeah, great. You know how much studying I had to go into to get the animation, to get it, you know, choreographed, you know, rendered, you know? Yo, adding the Duel of the, I mean, it was in the movie, but like, still, just Duel of the Fates is so pertinent to like everything in Star Wars. It's always a banger when it plays.
Sweet.
Look at them go. Like, even just to have the rendering on at the right moments, that's a lot of paying attention to detail. This is nasty work, bro. Yo, so there's a book that goes into detail about like how Darth Vader became into Darth Vader. It was like extra stories about background stuff. I can't think of the name of it, but in that book it said that Darth Vader and Obi-Wan had a fight at a volcano. What makes it so fire that they made it like a molten planet on Mustafar. Like, forget one location of a volcano, an entire planet as what it is. Like, it's crazy. That's why I got a lot of love for George Lucas. Nah, me and this, I be like, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. Chill. It's too hot, bro. Chill. Let's go to the high ground.
I've been a Jedi. I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over. Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine. Oh, from my point of view,
You the Jedi are evil. You are lost. Oh man. From his point of view, the Jedi are evil. They were complicit in war.
And for you,
They were, you know, putting oppression on like feelings. Yeah. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Darkness.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you were just
Oh, they said not join them.
bring balance to the force, not leaving it.
In darkness. Ooh, what a bar. What a bar. But the thing about life, it goes in a roundabout way. It's never linear. You get the things that you want at some point, not ever how we planned. I loved you.
I love you.
In the fields, baby. Dog, to even get that, to like cut that in here. He had to let him do that. But it's like, why would you think somebody would survive that? Nah, but you got somebody full of hate. You seen what happened to Darth Maul. The strength of hate kept that man alive. That's petty level 9,000. They didn't like killing Sabine. Obi-Wan was out here just making the ops. Papa Palpatine. Thank you, hello there, for even adding the epilogue and the creation of Vader. Like, this is really touching. Like, just great homage to two beautiful mediums of the franchise. And it's like we didn't get to see it in Clone Wars. It's like how season 7 ended. It's like you gotta go watch Revenge of the Sith. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but the animation with it is still cool. All black Air Force style.
I know there's still.
What? There's still what? Dang. No. Where is Padme?
You killed her in your anger.
Oh, they got rid of the no. I needed it. That was great. That was great. Shout out to Ben Johnson, bro. Shout out to Ben Johnson. That was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Nasty work. All right. So, I'm not going to make this too long-winded because I have to go back and do some editing or do the editing to do this. But here we are. And first and foremost, I got to say that I love that this rendition of the story came to what they did. That's first and foremost. It's amazing. As I said during the reaction, I would have loved to seen this in the show. So I'm so happy that they made it into the medium that we have it here. And then also, it's crazy about the state of Star Wars. Like, there was the re-release of Revenge of the Sith, and like the Revenge of the Sith is like making mad money right now. And I think that's telling. I think that's really telling because the state of Star Wars currently is in a limbo state. For me, you know, I was definitely all in, and people are loving Andor. My friend Robert, not Robbie D, shout out to Robbie D, but Robert, my friend Robert, who is a friend of the channel, and I talk about him regularly on the channel. He loved season 1 of Andor. And I stopped watching about like episode 3, I believe, but he said it got good. Robert, you're a liar.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I'm joking. Robert is not a liar. We just have different tastes in things. And I watched it and I thought that was really boring. I didn't like Andor. I don't like the character when he was even in Rogue One. I'm not even like, for me, how the franchise like dwindled for Star Wars, how it just dwindled for me. Their projects along with Disney kept being more lackluster, and like I was into the comics and like I was super trying to stay up with canon and involved, and now it's more like I like what I like and I pick and choose, and I'm more attached to what I love about Star Wars. So I'll say this: the Kylo Ren comic was really good. The Kira comic, the girl, I think it's called excuse me, tongue-tied, Crimson Dawn, I think that's what it's called. And then I did not like the Son of Staros comic. I love that writer, E.L. Ewing, I think her name was, but I just did not like, I felt that was a very lackluster story. But I love Son of Staros, and for those who don't know, it was Han Solo's first wife. But I didn't like her solo series, no pun intended. So it's always these fluctuations and these things that me and my daughter, we did watch Skeleton Crew, and I was so obstinate before watching Skeleton Crew. I was really like in this place of like, what is the suburbs doing in Star Wars? I do not want to see the real world in my fantasy. But I put my pride to the side, I'll say that, and I ended up watching it with my daughter, and we enjoyed it. I loved Jude Law's performance, being a pirate, being this disillusioned Jedi. Like, he wasn't even part of the dark side. He was just a dude living, spoiler alert, he was just a dude living, just trying to make his way into the life that, with the cards that were dealt. So I just really enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the kids. I was just very surprised. And then when I gave it a chance for it to tell a story about why it was the suburbs, I was like, that makes a lot of sense, and I fully agree with it. And it's a different aspect of Star Wars as well. But at the same time, the world of Star Wars that's already established, that's really gritty, really fantastical, blending sci-fi, blending fantasy, blending like Renaissance, like all of these things to make it special as it is. That's why I love it. But I'll say this though, I did see Tales of the Underworld, and the Azaz Venture stories were great. I did not need the Cad Bane story, but it was fine. It was fine. I didn't ask for it. I didn't need it, but it was good medium to watch. But yeah, I guess those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts about Star Wars or anything else down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you because I started the conversation over here, but I would love to hear from you over there, which will be down there, down in the comments. And we got merch for sale. This is my clothing line. We're not monetized, but if you can support in that way, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. This video is sponsored by viewers like you, and I'm gonna bring this video to an end, and I want you to be you, do you, see the bigger picture. Have a fantastic day because you deserve it. This is that channel. Peace.
On top, Kung Fu, Bruce Lee chop, moon rocks, go Red Sox, tryna go far like Boondocks, headshot, blunt stay high, talking shit, gotta pull up on they block, you fraud, I'm Couchgod, know you got a tax like a state charge, safe house, safe house, safe house, safe house.